Hey everybody, my name is Patrick and I own MacDonald Timing. This is going to be hopefully a really short video related to the new NCAA rules that are coming out in December of 2024 for this upcoming indoor season. There's been a lot of confusion about it. There's a new NCAA rule allowing you to have a timed qualifying round for a final in particularly an indoor event. If you didn't know, a lot of people didn't actually follow the rule because they didn't know it, but the old rule didn't allow you to have just a timed, prelim round. Basically, you had to do a certain number of time and place. It's a long story, but basically it required semifinals at a lot of events, and a lot of people just ignored this rule. But technically, if you want to qualify for nationals, it needs to be compliant, and so this rule has been modified for this upcoming 24-25 season. As of right now, MeetPro has a new release as of just the other day that accommodates this rule, but it's not really clear, so I'm going to go over it really quickly so that people kind of are aware of what's going on. And I am going to be doing this in the context of MeetPro, but I can tell you that this is going to be the case with pretty much all softwares, whether or not they're ready for this rule or not. Anyway, just so you know. And then also, sorry I'm not in my office. I had some termite damage and they're in replacing studs right now. Okay, so we're going to talk about this in terms of a 200-meter indoor track that has 6 lanes around the oval and then 8 on the straightaway. It's a fairly standard configuration. The NCAA rules demand that you have groups of athletes and that in the preferred lanes are randomized, and then the other lanes are randomized as well. Okay, so this will make sense in a moment, but we're going to say the preferred lanes for the 55 and 60 are 3, 4, 5, 6, and for the 200 that they are 5 and 6. So to fill the lanes, you are going to set up groups within MeetPro, and there are going to be 2 groups in each of those races. You could actually, in a 200 with 6 lanes, have 3 groups, but normally you're just going to allow it to have 2 groups. Anyway, but basically the idea is that you would have lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6 are then randomized in a 55-60 meter run, and then for the 200 above, lanes 5 and 6 are randomized. So the fastest athlete in the 60 meter dash is not always going to be in lane 4. They might be in 3, they might be in 6. So they're going to be randomized within the groups. So you have 4 athletes in a grouping in a 55-60 and 2 in a 200. And then within those individual groups, the athletes are randomized. So you can do this totally by hand if you wanted to. It's just that MeetPro has you set up for this to be handled a little bit more easily. You would still want to use preferred lanes because those lanes are going to set the ideas of what the groupings are. And so that's all kind of within the software. So again, you would have 2 groups and you should see athletes randomized within their group and then placed into lanes. Hopefully that helps just trying to get this information out, make it easier on everybody. Thanks for watching.